YouTube is a great platform where basically anyone can join and then make a YouTube channel and then have their voice heard. It's what makes it so appealing, and it's literally changed the entertainment industry in millions of ways. And it's made even better by the fact that anyone can comment on a video and give their opinion and perhaps even get it upvoted to the top. If there's a video that's considered very good, usually you'll have a lot of positive comments. Or if there's a video that's considered bad, or it has misinformation, or it's scamming people, usually it will have negative comments. And this comment section is part of what makes YouTube and other online social media sites so special. But what happens when the YouTube commenter has schizophrenia? Or is a based and true American patriot that everyone needs to respect right now? Allow me to introduce you to LPC9929. He's a YouTube commenter who I've had on a ton of my videos. He's been in my stream chat before as well, and I've actually made a video about him at some point a long time ago, but he's still posting to this day some absolutely insane shit. Now, the original comment that he left that really got a lot of attention was him saying, "I am infertile from eating scented candles, Just like that was it. But now, if you go to his channel, there's a whole other aspect of this lore developing, and he's still going. For some reason, he will not stop. He is still going with these insane comments. So I thought it would be a good time to check in on what our favorite American patriot is up to see the forces he's fighting, the individuals on the other side of this conflict, and maybe even get a bit of insight into ourselves through his amazing content or posts. Whatever you want to call them. So it appears 4 months ago, he started getting into circular blue lights. Here he says, blue circular light, he is blue. Light revealing footprint of bacteria, government harboring bacteria, government has like the fungus. Not really sure what that means here, or what this bacteria is. Is this like an ashtray or something? I don't really know what's going on here, but maybe the comments will clue us in a bit more. You see, if you check the comments, usually on YouTube, you'll get some people who are clearing things up or maybe giving a bit more information, and we do have that here. Andrew Steamer 5090 says, glory to the, and that's, obviously very informative, and I appreciate that. Here, Possum_Zilla says, the truth is shown to us. And honestly, that clears a lot up. I had a lot of questions about what was going on here, but given the fact that they managed to clear that up in the first 2 comments, honestly, I feel like there's not a lot of other questions I have about this particular post, but he's made a lot of other posts, make no mistake, so we're gonna have to go a little bit deeper here to understand the true meaning of LPC. You can see here he says, the bamboo leaves the flavor taste, aftertaste, texture. And you can see he's got a thumbs down here on flavor taste, so he didn't like the flavor apparently. He's got a thumb down on aftertaste as well, so the aftertaste was not really for him, but texture he says is good. So the texture of the bamboo leaves is quite nice. And he also clarifies here a bit. He says taste of empty and smell of leaf interior, period, space, the. And here we have an image of what appears to be some old CRT TV screens. Here we've got a bunch of sour cream, some candles. Are these floppy disks? I believe these are floppy disks, and a bunch of tin foil. So I don't know what he's cooking up here. I don't know specifically what's going on. On a serious note, I can't tell these pictures are AI. I think they might be AI, or he could just have a basement where he takes all these images, because he's got so many of them. So I'm kind of perplexed. This one, it looks like he's doing a bit of scraping with a spoon on some candle, some green candle surface. Maybe he's hungry. At this point, I mean, if he is really infertile, I mean, there's no point to even, thinking about it twice, right? Why not just keep going in? Here he says undo, so it appears that maybe he made a bit of a mistake and he wanted to get rid of something. Here he says candy cane, the appearance, flavor, taste. And he gives a bit of a review here. He says the aftertaste was bad, the flavor taste was bad, the texture was also bad, so it appears the candy cane flavor candle was much worse than the bamboo. Here he's got a few, it looks like CD players. Here he's got a bunch of paint cans, little light bulb over there. Still a lot of sour cream. He seems to really like sour cream. I don't know why that is. And here he shows the candle in question. Given the close-up shots are really detailed and they look good, and it's like the same setting, I feel like maybe these aren't AI photos. This might just be his basement, his abode. Maybe it's the top floor of his house. Who knows? I mean, he's got a lot of stuff going on here, so you don't want to question him too much, do you? Now, obviously, a lot of people had questions about these pictures because he didn't give very much of a explanation outside of the simple review. Thankfully, he did leave a pretty good explanation here of what's going on. He said, government make us think he want to destroying apartment, but rather pocketing the money. So here he's basically talking about the fact that the government is taking away from him via taxes, okay? Because, taxes are theft. Taxation is theft, and he believes that 1776 will commence again, which is why he's fighting against the forces of the United States tax code. Here he says, idiot says he will destroy apartment, but he's keep the money meant to pay to destroy the apartment instead is good for me. He is like the family of wealthy government harbors unlimited wealthy from extraction the oil. His selfish lead his eyes away from me. Family only want the money, I don't caring, the bacteria. Google, type I putting the Roombas on the doorknob and I broadcast TV into space and the cannot brainwash me. I'm infertile from eating scented candles. This guy sucks, dude. I hope the government does get him. I hope the government comes to his house and they string him up by his neck on a clothesline. I hope it's just over for... I can't stand him. Hey, you think you're safe, don't you? Browsing the internet unprotected, thinking there's no way it could happen to you. Well, I have the solution. Private internet access VPN. Browsing the internet with an unencrypted connection is like sending a private message to a group chat. Everyone is going to see your tax folder, but private internet access VPN will hide your IP address and safeguard your internet connection through an encrypted tunnel, shielding you from unwanted eyes. So picture this, you're at a coffee shop on public Wi-Fi, or maybe you're at an airport on airport Wi-Fi. You are exposed. Anything could happen. But it won't happen with private internet access. And there's other amazing perks. You could use private internet access to watch region-locked content from around the globe, from all major streaming platforms. Why yes, I do watch the Chinese version of SpongeBob, complete with statist propaganda. What about it? What's that? You want to watch Mad Max Fury Road on Netflix? Well, turns out you can't as an American citizen, unless you use private internet access, change your location to Canada, and now you can watch whatever you want. And what's even more epic is PIA is available for all platforms: Windows, Mac, Linux, Android. See this little pinky? This pinky means it's available for iOS devices and many, many more. And you can use it on an unlimited number of devices. Wow, amazing value. And what's even more amazing is they've got a special offer right now just for you. By using my link, you can grab an 83% discount on private internet access. That's just $2.03 a month. Wow! 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 Get in there, champ. What are you waiting for? And what's more, you'll get an extra 4 months completely free. You're basically an unevolved being if you're not willing to get in on this deal right now. So click my link in the description and pinned comment to get 83% off private internet access with 4 months completely free. And for those who don't do it, just know you're not safe. Anything could happen. Anything. Is that not Mudahar? Is the profile picture? Man, I'm just, you know, I'm Indian phobic or whatever. So I guess I've just mistakenly thought that was Mudahar there. In fairness, he does have like the beard and the haircut. So, you know, it could be him. It could be. Maybe this is Muda's alt. Here he clarifies a bit. He says, politician is the bacteria, which is obviously very insightful. Here he says, this built-in video, what this means. Not understanding. He has cotton candy in walls. What this means. What does candle maxing means. And he links a video here, so we'll check this out. Unlisted video on the Beanzops channel. Never seen this before. It looks like he's got some wall installation here. A little bit of fiberglass maxing. Now here we've got, I believe this is Bonnie, the bunny from FNAF. Looks like back here we've got maybe a Snorlax or something like that, plushie. And here we've got the black bird from Angry Birds, okay? So just, you know, keep up to speed here on the pop culture references, boys. Bunch of Pokemon cards. PSP. N64. The controller. PlayStation 1. The controller. Wow. So, a lot to gather here. Thankfully, LPC was happy to explain it. Here he says, what happening, what this, the cotton candy should not allowance inside wall because he is candy and cannot the heat. So he's, this guy is just, I hate this guy. I cannot stand you, LPC. If you're watching this, I hope the government gets you, truly. I'm infertile from eating wall candy. You know, the wall candy is good from, you know, time to time. I mean, when I was a kid, you know, we had this attic, and in that attic, there was wall candy, but there was no wall covering the candy. You know, there was no 2x4s, there was no wood. The previous owner had just left it there. So when I was up there, you know, sometimes I would get hungry middle of the day. You know, I'm hanging out with my friends, my many friends I had as a child, obviously, in the attic, and we get hungry. We don't want to go all the way downstairs stairs, so the first floor, I mean, that's like 2 flights of stairs you got to go down. And then think about the fact you have to go all the way back up. So that's just a lot to think about. But if you just stay there and eat the wall candy, who knows what could happen? Now, obviously, I'm not endorsing that. That's just what I personally did. So whereas I may have enjoyed the ingestion of fiberglass insulation, I would not recommend anyone else do that. It poses serious health hazards, but I'm just built different. So that's why I was doing that, okay? It also tasted really good. It's like salty, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of umami flavor in there. Ooh. Here he says, Candle, the sandalwood musk flavor. The taste is good, the aftertaste is good, and the texture is good. So he likes this one. He likes this one. Here he's got a bunch of Philips Sonicare toothbrushes, it appears, as well. He's got a lot of stuff. He's got a lot of stuff in this basement. I don't know if you guys have noticed. And here he is trying it out, apparently, just, you know, really getting in there and enjoying this candle. Here he says, Amazon Dasani bottle 24-pack. I'm sure if you open a P.O. box, LPC, any request you make in the community tab will be fulfilled right away. I will personally ship you so many scented candles, you will never go hungry again, okay? I'll be like the Mr. Beast to your starving African child, okay? Here he says, Google Assistant. So apparently he has Google and Alexa. Here he says, the red candle flavor, taste bad, aftertaste bad, texture bad. Candle is taste of absence and texture, harbors the abundant horror. He is the condemned. And here we've got a bunch of DVD players with the remote stood up, like they're in some kind of cult, or this is like Stonehenge. Here we've got a switch box with like those little flossy guys you get that you like stick in your teeth, you know, the ones with the little, like, got the thing, like the arm, you like stick it, that kind of thing. You guys know what I'm talking about. And here we've got, is that a candle? It looks like perfume. Oh, it's like a candle holder, a candelabra, if you will. And here we've got the candle. Okay. And the latest update is that he's been mixing these candles together, because the previous meta on YouTube, as you guys know, is when you eat a candle, you're just going to stick with the one candle. But he's changing the game quite a bit by taking 2 candle flavors, putting it together, and seeing what can happen. And apparently he's gotten great results, because here he says, the eucalyptus flavor candle combination with the cinnamon. The taste is good. Aftertaste is good. Texture is good. TH. Finishing it with TH, his personal signature, as we all know. So I'm glad to see that LPC is still going strong. The LPC fan base is still there. They're very interested in what he's up to. And you know what? He's even got some playlists here. If you guys aren't clued in, he's got some very cool playlists. Now, they are mostly in Indian. This one, I don't know what this is.
असल चोर तो ये लोग हैं जो पाकिस्तान के अंदर जिन्होंने करप्शन करके वो पैसा बाहर ले गए. शहबाज शरीफ जब वज़ीर आज़म उन्होंने हलफ लिया, उसके 2 दिन के अंदर क्या हुआ कि FIA का जो केस उनके खिलाफ चल रहा है 14 अरब रुपए की मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग.
I like how like he'll just speak like perfect whatever the Indian language is. Is it Punjabi? I don't even know. What is the Indian language? What is the language in India? Languages of India. But there's so many. Indo-Aryan? Whoa. Indo-Aryan? I didn't know India was chill like that. Well, whatever the language is, okay. I like the fact that he'll go from just speaking that perfectly, and then once in a while he'll be like, corruption. Money launder. I'm infertile from eating scented candles. Did you know that if you eat the scented candle, it is delicious? I love it. I love it. I love the scented candle. If you take a scented candle and you eat that, good things will happen to you, Habibi. You must know. You must know. Okay, so keep that in mind, sir. Keep that in mind, good sir. If you eat a scented candle, many good things could happen. Many bad things could happen. But keep in mind, you are not obligated to eat the scented candle. There is no obligate. It is up to you. It is up to you. So, if you eat, beware. But if you do eat, be sure to send me an email at bigbun@gmail.com. Goodbye, Tom Darkormi. Stay thirsty, foo.